Haaland, hey!
Yes. Welcome back to another stream. It's the press conference for the Carabao Cup quarter-finals.
Quarter-finals, man. Quarter-finals.
Right? It is quarter-finals, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a rapid one, isn't it? Not Community Carabao Cup. You like starting you start later than everyone else.
Ends in Feb, innit? So it's like it's a madness. Also, I feel like the Carabao Cup is such a boost. I feel like it's a boost to the season, innit? I mean, it gives you that little push up in the season, just to like kind of say, yes, we've won this. Let's go on and win other things. And obviously, you know how much me and LB love the Carabao. How much City love the Carabao. We've won it quite a lot recently. Obviously, last year Liverpool won it and got the one up on us again. So this year we have the chance again, bro, to match Liverpool.
I know, that's the driller, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it. Quarter final, we've won 2 games in a row. Now we're playing a weak side in the sense that, they've not done well this season in the Premier League. However, you do have to sort of temper your expectations a little bit, just because it's not the league, because they're in a cup game. They may be a little bit more relaxed going into it. There's not the pressure of the 3 points there. They are the underdogs. No one's expecting Southampton to get anything out of the game. So City need to make sure that we're on form for it and that we turn up there, with due respect. And of course, Pep Guardiola, we don't fully understand what team he's going to play. We do know that Calvin Phillips is going to play. We'll get onto that in a bit because that's going to be interesting to see him play. What's he going to do at the back? What new experiment is he trying this week? So, look, I'm looking forward to it. Of course, you win, you go through to the semi-finals. Mm-hmm. The only 2 teams I'm really scared of there is Newcastle and United. Newcastle and United, not Newcastle.
Not Newcastle United. That's it, really. I'd say, it's weird actually saying this, but at this moment in time, this weekend might change that. I'm more scared of Newcastle. I kind of want to swerve Newcastle so much because I just think they're a good side. Obviously, they've only lost once this season. Newcastle's a difficult one, and if we get Newcastle in the final, bro, if we get to the final, that is, I feel like that stinks. But given our current draw rate of all the teams that we're drawing, I guarantee if we beat Southampton, it's Newcastle in the next round.
Well, I don't remember if I said this on stream or whether I just said it to you at the shed or something, but I'd rather get Newcastle in the semi-final over 2 legs and then United in the final.
I think me and you, Freddie, were talking about it. Like,
I don't think we said it on stream. Yeah, for me, I'd rather get Newcastle over 2 legs. I think because for me, I think Newcastle over 1 leg. They're a great team, you know what I mean, and I think anything could happen. They're a difficult team to beat. I'd back us to beat them over 2 legs. United, to be honest, I'd take United in 2 legs. I'd take them over 1 leg, but I just think we do better against United in the final than we would Newcastle. So, of course, we get ahead of ourselves a little bit. We do have to play Southampton tomorrow night. It's going to be interesting to see how the game is. Like I say, Southampton this season have been absolutely arse. They did get a win though at the weekend in the FA Cup, so that just shows you, when you're playing in the cup competitions.
Who did they play?
Palace.
Did they? I remember seeing it now.
Palace are pretty shit as well at the moment. They're having a bit of a weird season, but they still got the win, and that's what happens when teams play in cup competitions. The pressure goes, and they play a different way. And I've seen someone in the chat a minute ago. So when you're playing in the Premier League and you're at the bottom, you go into the games thinking can't get beat. But when you go into the FA Cup, well, you're free. You let off
it's a break, isn't it?
Go. Yeah,
it's a break from I'd say normality, but it's a break from the season, and I feel because if you're stuck in a rut like in the league, I feel like players and the team can perform a lot better when you get the escape of a cup competition. So that's the only worrying sign going into it. Obviously, Southampton are sitting bottom of the Premier League. They're obviously not having a good season. They've won. In the Premier League, they've lost all the last 5 games, which is a rip. But like I say, it's a cup competition. Anything can happen, and we've got to take it serious. I'd expect Pep and City to just full send it like we always do. I imagine there'll be some changes throughout it. Obviously, we're bringing you our preview at some point over the course of the next day or so, and we'll go through our predicted lineup and that kind of thing. This is pre-game warm-up, really, isn't it? This is like first talks, and it's mad, really, because we've only just played Chelsea. It just doesn't stop.
I know. It's heavy.
You know the worst part is as well, if we beat Southampton, it gets even more hectic. I
know.
Because another January fixture's thrown in there. It's crazy. Football's crazy right now. But got to thrive in these. And we
usually do. We usually do thrive.
We've said plenty of times, bro, that City play better when it's like playing every 3 days. When we're in like the thick of it, kind of thing. Like when we get momentum, I think we're good. Rather than playing like once a week kind of situation, I'd prefer City playing every 3 days.
Yeah, no, I agree. Big up to Sheev City. Yes.
Sheev.
Welcome to the Xtra Club, man. I appreciate the support. Anyone else wants to get involved, link is in the description. Big up Sheev and the rest of the goats in the chat there. Before we get into the press conference comments, there are a few things that have come out today. First of all, Josh Wilson-Esbrand is set to join Coventry on loan from City until the end of the season. I thought we just mentioned that now because otherwise we probably won't mention it at all. That's an interesting thing. Like we've said all season since we signed Gomez, guys, not had any minutes. He did probably need a loan. He's going to go Coventry with Callum Doyle. That's going to be a really, really, really interesting development. And yeah, I'm buzzing to see how he gets on. You know what? I might actually watch a Coventry game now. Like they've got Callum Doyle, who, if you don't know, is a very, very, very highly rated young City centre back who's on loan at Coventry City.
Laporte regen, isn't he?
Laporte 2.0, as people call him. And then Wilson-Esbrand, I'm a big fan of Wilson-Esbrand. I think he's a top left back. He's gone there as well. So that's going to be really, really interesting. And also, have you seen the brand new City kit?
I was just about to mention this because I've seen someone
in fresh.
And I've literally just messaged Freddie, like literally just before we started this stream, right? I just messaged Freddie saying, why is this kit the best kit that we've released this year? Like, it is nice. So nice.
Can you bring a picture up on screen, bro, for people who haven't seen it?
I can do.
It's basically, it's inspired for Chinese New Year, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, okay, got a bit of a V-neck, is what it is, but still.
I'd say though, we both hate V-necks. Like, like religiously hate these V-necks, but this one seems okay. It's not as it's not as V-necky as all the other V-necks. Like it doesn't seem as low. Like it's
half V-neck.
It's like it's still a V-neck, but it's quite high up.
Yeah. That's probably, yeah, I agree. It is a little bit higher. Although when you look at Edison wearing it, it looks a little bit lower. But when you look at Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland, it does look like a standard Triller. And it looks really nice, man. It looks well nice.
Honestly, bro, it's got to be up there with one of. But I'd say that is our best kit. And then I hate saying that, but that is our best kit. That 100%.
This is what City have said on it. Yeah. So the 2023 collection features a stunning limited edition jersey, jacket, track pants, t-shirts that combine club heritage with references to Chinese culture that reach all the way to the moon and back, just like your love for City. Good one, City. That's not cringy. The bold new collection celebrates the loyal Manchester City fans living in China, so fans from far and wide can show their love for Sky Blues on match day and every day, even after the celebrations are over. The Manchester City Chinese New Year collection lands at the Etihad Stadium and store today, and then obviously you've got pictures of Haaland in it, Kevin De Bruyne, and then some fans in it as well. Like, it looks sick.
Honestly, bro, I'm going to put it on screen now for people who haven't seen this. But honestly, this kit is the nicest, man.
It's fresh, isn't it?
It's. I like to say, I'd argue this is our best kit this year, and we have the red and black one. Like, if I can I just cut this? This might not work, right?
Yes, Wagwan. There you go. There's the kit. It's fresh. It's really, really nice. What are people saying? Do we like it? Romy says it looks fire. It's so beautiful, says Lizzie.
Honestly, this kit here is it's top tier, this kit. I'm telling you, look how nice this kit is, man. Look at it.
It's sick.
The only thing I'd say is, are we going to play in it? Do you reckon we'll ever play in this?
Well, they've not said on the thing that they're going to play in it. They've not said we will be playing in it in this game, or they've not even said like it's like an official jersey that's going to be played. And don't they have to submit the kits to the FA before the start of the season?
Yeah. You're right.
So I would say it's highly unlikely that they will play in the kit. Maybe, I don't even know, man. I was going to say something, but I don't even know what I was going to say because I just don't see them playing in the kit.
If they release this earlier on. Like we might have played with it in the Barca friendly.
It's got coordinates, bro. In the thing, what are the coordinates?
In what?
Do you know, like behind the shirt?
What in the in like the tag?
Like not in like the tag. Like it's like stitched into the back there.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's got coordinates.
It's got coordinates. The coordinates are 44. I like that guy. Jill gets a guy in it. I think it's 44. Then I think it's 12, and then it says N, and then it says I think it's 1951, and then W, which I guess it means like N North, W West. I would imagine. By the way, if anyone wants to buy it, then go to City Extra's Twitter page, and then you can click buy it off there, and then
right here, right. You can see this link here. Go buy it off there. Support the boys in that.
But yeah, I don't know what them coordinates are.
See, Stace in the chat says best looking and classy shirt I've seen. It's nice, you know. It's a nice kit.
Yeah.
Like if the red and black kit didn't exist this year, and we went with this, I'd be buzzing me. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, oh, City smashed it here.
Yeah, no, it's very fresh.
Lazuli says, enlighten me. Why 1951?
1951.
No, are they not the coordinates?
Oh yeah, the coordinate. Yeah, the 1951 is the coordinates. It's 1951.
It's like that's a part of the coordinates, not the year. Massam says they should have made this City's third kit. Cashman says it's FIFA Team of the Year vibes, and it does give off FIFA Team of the Year vibes with that colour blue and the gold kind of thing. You are right.
It's fresh, man.
Yeah, honestly, credit to City. Just they probably should have saved this one for next year, lad. Should have saved it. Should have saved it.
I know.
They've wasted it, bro, by throwing it out now in a kit that we can't wear.
Yeah, nah, it is nice. It's nice.
Honestly, I'd just love to see City actually playing this, but we ain't going to see that. So someone said in the chat, can we not play with it in the European games, like Champions League?
Well, they will have different rules, but I would still imagine that UEFA would have to sign it off. And when is the Chinese New Year anyway? Chinese New Year 2023. 22nd of January. So we don't play the first leg until like the second week or first week of Feb.
Although we do play a game on the 22nd of January.
Oh yeah, who's that against?
I can't remember. I know for a fact that we do play. We do play in Man City fixtures. There we go. We play on the 22nd. Wolves. There you go, Wolves. So are we going to... Are the Premier League going to allow us a one-off? It is the 22nd. It seems too much of a coincidence that this is lined up, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, we play on the Chinese New Year, and we've just released a Chinese New Year kit. I
know. It's fresh though, man. GG's to Puma. They've done a madness. All they need to do, that kit would be straight up 10 out of 10 if it wasn't a V-neck. Yeah. I'm going to give it a 9.7 because it still has a little bit of a V-neck.
I agree with that. If it had a round neck, just with that gold round it, do you know what I mean? I'd be all over that.
It's pure nice. But yeah, that's the new kit, which was randomly released today. So there you go. If you want to buy it, put the link there. People saying it's sold out, but if you go on Kitbag via the link on City Extra, then you might be able to get it out. Who knows? But maybe it's sold out. Maybe it is. Are you guys buying it? I probably won't buy it, bro. But like, it is fresh.
I'd like it, but I don't wear V-necks. Like, you don't see me in that red and black kit ever because it's a V-neck. Like, I don't wear V-neck kits. I know. For football, yeah, maybe, but. Not on a standard thing, like. But at the same time, they have smashed it with it. It is a very nice kit.
It is very nice. They've done very well. Yes, Dave, coming in with a 5. Congrats, LB, on having you on channel. Excited to watch more content and videos. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the support on that, man. Right, let's jump into the comments then from Pep Guardiola's press conference that he did earlier on today ahead of the game. First of all, he was asked about Gareth Bale, who's hung up his boots. Football.
He binned it. I couldn't believe that, like, because usually you go to America and that to just chill and play your football kind of thing. But I seen something quite I say a few months ago saying that he's not even playing in America. Like he basically was like he was in half-assed football mode. I reckon. I think there's a thing of sometimes for some players like Gareth Bale, do you think he mentally checked out after the World Cup? Do you think he was just holding off for the World Cup and then after that he just checked out?
No, I think he checked out years ago, brother.
Well, no, he did check out years ago. We know that. But
I think he checked out like when Real Madrid started being twats to him.
Yeah, bro. When he was playing golf instead of training. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And he did nothing in the World Cup. The guy was arse in the World Cup. He did absolutely nothing. I think he checked out years ago, but obviously, this is the thing. He could have left Real Madrid when they wanted to get rid of him and gone somewhere and kept that football sort of fire in his belly. But he decided to say, you know what? Nah, I'm on a shit ton of cash here.
He was on massive wages to sit there and do nothing, wasn't he?
And he'd not done anything wrong.
No,
he'd not done anything wrong, and he was more than entitled to sit there on the bench, go play golf. Like, he's contracted. Well,
yeah, because there was a thing of that Real Madrid didn't even want him in and around the team, did they? Like, do you remember Real Madrid celebrating was it the Champions League? And then they did a video going inside. It was like the Champions League or the league. And Gareth Bale just stood there in the corner. He don't care. Mm-hmm. Like, he's genuinely not arsed. Like, he knew he was there for the money. There was a game as well. I think it was last year. Joe, when they the captains hand over that like little flag kind of thing, and it got given to Gareth Bale, and Gareth Bale literally just went, "I'm not having that," and just passed it on straight away. He was like, "I'm not having this." Yeah. So the thing is with Bale, I feel like he was so unfairly treated by the Real Madrid fans and by Real Madrid. Yeah. Like, Gareth Bale was incredible for Real Madrid. Yes, injuries hampered his career just a bit, but even so, when he played, he was incredible for Madrid. His stats for Madrid are sick as well, so it's just mad. It's a weird
conversations
situation.
going on like social media now about whether or not he's the best British player.
Best
of all
British
time.
player, yeah. Seeing this yesterday.
It's I don't know. I'd have to see. I don't want to say yes. I don't want to say no. I'd have to seriously think about it. But he's certainly in the conversation. He's
Has to be in
sick.
the conversation.
Yeah. Pep Guardiola then just started chatting about how he's going to invite him to play golf. Right, let's get into it then.
That is funny to be fair though. Like considering he spent all his time at Madrid playing golf.
I know. Pep Guardiola on Calvin Phillips says this: he's always ready. He's needed time for tactical aspects, but he is ready. We have to see, but I think he's an intelligent player. Normally, holding midfield players are so clever. He's indicated at Leeds with Bielsa the commitment of every training session of every game. But there are patterns and movements that you only get with game time. I think it's almost a given that this guy starts tomorrow. I mean, he pretty much said so before the Chelsea match.
He said it before the Chelsea game. I think I'd be a little bit disappointed if he didn't start tomorrow. I think it's perfect time for him to get a lot of minutes, even if he only does like 60 minutes and comes off for like Rodri or something like that. But I'd like to see him get a full run out tomorrow.
Same here. I think it needed as well.
Ideally, full 90 minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
Just see where he's at. Where's his fitness level at? Can he do the full 90 minutes? If he can, give a full 90 minutes. And basically, because we won't know until he plays. We won't know if he can hold that role as well as Rodri or if it works. So from what we've seen, and guaranteed, well, given that it's very minimal. From what we've seen, especially over the past like 2 games, it's been positive from Calvin Phillips. Mm-hmm. So hopefully it continues.
It would be good to get Rodri a full 90 minutes rest so then he can be fully fresh for the derby as well.
Yeah.
I think that's crucial.
Yeah, because Phillips ain't going to start the derby, no chance. So.
Nah, no chance. No way. So that'll be good. It's a win-win all round.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola then said this on the Carabao Cup. He said, it's been good. We've won it. I've said it before, some competitions are more important than the Carabao Cup, but tomorrow we're going to play Southampton and we want to win it. And that's facts. That's true. And what he's doing differently to everyone else, everyone knows that the Carabao Cup is the worst out of the 4 trophies that you can win. But he says we want to win it. Some clubs just completely are not interested in the competition.
Yeah,
and to be honest, I don't get why certain fan bases, when they have like decent teams, you know what I mean? Like the mid-table, they've got decent teams. They can beat big teams on the day, but they're mid-table and they're never going to win the Prem. They're never going to get top 4. They're never really going to get top 6. They're just mid-table, and they just completely ignore the competition.
Off, don't they?
I don't understand it.
I feel like they write it off in safety of the Prem, but at the same time, they're kind of set in stone of where they are.
It's because of the money. The money's arse. You get 100 grand if you win the competition, bro.
Yeah,
100K. That's how much you get.
You get more for winning a Champions League group game than you do for winning the Carabao.
Yeah, you get no money.
How is that
obviously, it's difficult because if you was a manager and you went to your owner and went, right, lads, we've been finishing 10th the last couple of years. This year, I want to try and win the Carabao. I want to go ham. So what that might mean is we might finish 13th or 14th or maybe 15th, but I'm going to try and get to the final. Oh, by the way, I probably will actually win it. The owner's going to look you in the face and go, do you know how much money that will cost me? Those 5 place positions, do you know how much money that is going to cost me? And even if you do fluke it and win it, which is very unlikely anyway, then you only get 100 grand. But then you do get a trophy that you're sick. So it's, on one hand, I'm like, they should do it, but ultimately, the world revolves around money, I'm afraid, and this is why they don't do it.
As a business, you can kind of see why they kill it off. Like it sounds grim. It sounds grim, and it shouldn't all be about money. But football nowadays is more of a business, and like I say, they are conscious about the money and the fact that you only win 100 grand, which is not like, obviously that's sick money. 100 grand, I mean that's sick money, but they're saying that for a football club, that's not sick money.
Do you know what is sick though? 10 gifted from Obey!
Yes, Obey! With the 10 gifted memberships. Big up to all the people getting gifted memberships. In that, I see Tesco. Yes, Tesco got gifted membership, bro. Actual Tesco. That just to confirm, that is the real Tesco as well. Do you know what I mean? The verified real Tesco. It's them. It's Mr. Tesco himself.
Thanks a lot, Obed. Appreciate the 10, man. Vazi with the 2 says, "Hey guys, great win the other day. Let's win the quadruple." That's the spirit. That's the dub mentality that Pep Guardiola ingrained into the fan base.
That's it. Because fight for all competitions, go for everything. Some people, like you said there, bro. Some people don't rate the Carabao, but I certainly do. In the sense that there's only 4 competitions to win, and I'd love to win them all. Like, can't win the quad without the Carabao.
As well, because do you not feel, I mean, you mentioned it before, do you not feel that because we're so close to like equaling Liverpool again, and then potentially we could go on next year or in future years and become the most winners of this trophy?
The Carabao Kings, isn't it?
The Carabao Kings, I know it's not the biggest trophy in the world, but there's only 4 trophies you can win, and domestically you can only win 4 anyway if you include the Community Shield. And to say that your football club has won the most of that competition ever, I just think that's incredible, regardless of how like shit the competition might be. So, yeah, I want to win it, man. I want to win it when it gets to that semi-final.
Well, I'll never take a trophy for granted, me.
Isn't it? Factual information.
Like, it's so good being able to be in a position that we're in there, we can win things. But some fans, like, and obviously other teams, they just want to write off kind of thing. Oh, put it in the bin, we don't care about it kind of thing. But nah, you're winning something. You're actually winning something. Like, that's sick. Like, because what about Community Shield? Community Shield, it is. Do you know what I mean? It's the second-hand trophy kind of. Do you know what I mean? It's like a.
You still want to win it though, don't you?
But you still do want to win it, and that's what we said going into the game against Liverpool. We said, yes, it's a Community Shield, so it's like, if you don't win it, you're kind of like, it's one of them. You don't win it, you're like, oh yeah, it's all right. But if you win it, you're still buzzing because it's still a trophy. And the Carabao, I think there's more on the Carabao though. Carabao, because knockout rounds and that. Do you know what I mean? It's not just like a Community Shield, just one-off game. Knockout, you go far in it. And look, I want to win the whole thing, mate. I want to win the whole thing, and I think every fan should have that still. I think every fan should want to win everything, just like Pep does.
Obeyed with 2 super chats says, big love to you and the chat. Yes,
Obeyed.
And then he says, Southampton, South London, aka Arse, bring them on. Well, that's it, man. They're deep south. They're deep south on the coast, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to see. You know what I mean? It could be an interesting game. I don't know how it's going to go. We've got some more comments. Let's have a look. What's he saying here, Pep Guardiola? He says, for me, it's not hard to transition and settle at Manchester City. The way we play is so simple. Without the ball, we help each other, and with the ball, to be in the right position to get it. At Aston Villa, Jack Grealish was told to do whatever you want. Here, it's different. We've spoken a few times with Jack about positions. Honestly, it's not difficult. Pep Guardiola saying it's not difficult. Grealish saying it is difficult.
Yeah, great.
I imagine for Pep, it's probably not difficult because he's called Pep Guardiola. But for everyone else, it probably is difficult. And you got to remember, Jack Grealish wasn't signed as like an 18-year-old who can easily absorb information. He was signed as what, a 26, 27-year-old? So it's a bit hard. He's played his whole career in the same way, that freedom. And then Pep goes, yeah, you can't do that anymore. And he's still a wing. I mean, it is harder. It is hard, and I agree with Jack Grealish. It probably is hard for him to.
It's difficult because in that 18-year-old sponging up the information kind of thing, he was still at Villa. Like he's been at Villa forever, so he's learned that way for a long time. And then to full send into a Pep Guardiola team, it's heavy. And making excuses for Grealish. that's going to be a thing in a minute. I do think it is difficult for Jack. I think it is difficult, but at the end of the day, we signed him on the basis that we think he can adapt to his team.
Factual. More comments. Says Pep Guardiola says, we want to win the Carabao Cup, but it will not change my life. We try and
after what we've just been saying as well.
I know.
Fuck you, Pep.
Well, what else? He says, we try, and last season we were out in the early stages to West Ham, but we were magnificent in the game. Still in this competition, we are there. I've said many times, what happens in the future will not change what we have done. Many things have been fantastic. The way we're still playing of high quality after so many years is great. He then said this. He says, I don't know if you're the best. What does he say? I don't know if you're the best for the trophies you can win. We win a lot in a short period of time, but in my case, I was at 3 fantastic clubs. The previous managers didn't have the players I have. I said many times the success belongs to the players and the hierarchy of the club. Without the players, you can have good ideas, but you might not win. And this is interesting. That's pretty much it, by the way, for the press conference. It was quite quiet this morning. But I find this really interesting, right? Because you know people always say, oh, Pep Guardiola can't win shit without good players. Pep openly acknowledges this. You're not roasting no one for saying this, guys. Yeah. I know none of you guys in the chat saying this, you know what I mean? But like people who say this, who are opposition fans, Pep acknowledges it. And anyone with half a brain acknowledges. Of course he needs good players. People say, oh, well, why can't he go to some dead team and do it there? Because it won't work. Do you know what I mean? It's quite obvious that it won't work. You can't just go to a League Two team and then start implementing Pep tactics. You know, Pep is a standard of manager that requires exceptional technical ability of player. If you don't have that, it'll end badly. Just look at his first season at City. You know what I mean? When we didn't have those players, when we had players like Kolarov and you know, Zabaleta is a fantastic player, but
scraping top four, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, you're talking about that quality of play, that technical ability on the ball. He needs that, otherwise it won't work.
I don't think it should be looked down upon with Pep. Like people say, oh yeah, but what about if Pep inherited this team? What would he do with these? And like you say, it ain't the same. Like he demands a level of football that requires a level of talent as well. So you both need to match up.
And to be fair, it probably works both ways. So you could probably get a manager, someone like Big Sam or someone like that, yeah, who's really, really good at managing players near the bottom of the league and getting them out of that relegation zone and becoming really, really difficult to beat. You put someone like that in charge of Manchester City or a Liverpool, do you think that they go on and do well? Do you think they go on with Premier League?
Yeah, because can he get that level of performance out of these players? Like,
exactly. So. Probably not. So it's both ways. Do you know what I mean? Obey with a 50 AED says that siren was necessary to be called.
It was necessary.
It says, I'm happy with Jack. Let's look at it like this. He's playing well. He's very positive influence on the locker room. He's one of us, so let's back him. PS, he's always around when we need him. Very true.
Factual.
And on the same sort of thing, legend Hassan with a 5 says, I love Grealish this season. One of our important players. Well, he is, according to Pep, he's in the top 10 most played players this season. So Pep clearly loves him. Yeah. Let's just see what he can do. I don't know how he always end up on Grealish, but
again, bro, I've told you time and time again. There's things that are certain in life, and one of them is that we'll always speak about Jack Grealish.
I know.
I don't remember a stream where we've sat here and not spoke about Jack Grealish, bro. I'm kind of like wanting the guy out the club just so we don't have to speak about him again.
Yeah, it is crazy. You got Dave there with a 2. Says Jack Grealish wasn't on the bed. He was ill.
He was ill. Yeah, that's the only reason he didn't make the team last time. He was actually ill. There's no injury side of it. He's just ill. Do you think with Pep mentioning Grealish, is that a start for Grealish tomorrow? Is he hinting towards something there? Like,
the problem is, as much as we want to win, it would be absolutely ridiculous not to have one eye on the United game. Like you do. I know everyone says focus on the game ahead. You do have to do that, but that United game is huge. You know, you have to win that. You have to have one eye on it.
Would you be starting Grealish for the United game? Obviously, his form. He's getting into a little bit of form. Grealish is starting to get into a little bit of form. I'd say
it's really, really tricky because you have to start Mahrez.
Have to start Mahrez. Mahrez starts regardless.
Phil Foden played really, really well the other day, but he played midfield. When he played left wing recently, he's been arse. So,
but at the same time, look at the previous United game and look how good he was in that. He ripped him apart. Like they couldn't handle him.
So did Foden.
Yeah, and
Foden ripped him apart.
That's what we do. It's a big selection headache. It's a big selection headache.
It's a massive selection headache. What I'd look to do tomorrow, because obviously I don't want to speak too much about the United game, but what I'd look to do tomorrow is start Mahrez, but I would be giving him limited minutes. I would not give him anything more than an hour.
Yeah, give Mahrez an hour tomorrow. Just keeps him in the midst of it. Like,
yeah, I'd love to see Phil Foden play in the midfield again. I'd really, really love to see that.
I'd like to see that tomorrow. And also, Kev has looked knackered. So, would really 2 games be too devastating for Kev to miss? Like, maybe if you just bring Kev on for like 20 minutes at the end of the game.
Well, but is there any point? Because you're hoping to be winning by that point. So
Yeah.
I think you could give Kev limited minutes. Maybe again, give him 55, 60 minutes. I think that's fine. I don't think you should give him much more than that. Phil Foden in the middle. Left wing then would have to be probably Grealish. You know what I mean? We don't have any other options really. Unless you just went mad and completely changed the system. I think it got a real this week of team selections for Pep Guardiola. It's got a massive headache. I really don't know what he could do. The only thing I really want to see tomorrow is Phil Foden in the midfield again. I really want to see that. Yeah. Let me see if it's a thing. You know what I mean?
Let's see if it. You know what I mean? Let's test this. Thing is, I think personally, when it comes down to the derby, I think I'll be happy whichever way he runs it. I'll be fine for it. It's just going into it, speaking about it. Obviously, like I say, I'm not going to mention United too much. Going into it and speaking about it, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult deciding what we're doing.
We might get more. You know, when the embargo comes out later on tonight, we might get more. Well, we will get more comments. Maybe he might say something else about players. You know, maybe he'll say this player's not going to play or whatever. We don't know. Obviously, wait till tonight, 10:30 UK time, to get their comments. So it'll be interesting to see what he says there. But yeah, look, I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. I think it's going to be a massive game. I want people to be up for it, man. I want to see these people in the chat saying, I'm not asked about this competition. I ain't watching the game. You know what I mean? Get yourselves in. Because, you know, I want to get into that semi-final. When you say semi-final, it's different. It hits different.
Yeah, it does hit
so close.
It does hit different. Quarter final still is like a thing. It's got a final in the name, isn't it? So you know you're close. Quarter final's all right, but semi final does hit different. That does hit different. Mural and Broccoli both asking what the point of an embargo is. The whole reason of the embargo section is just to allow the papers, the papers to get the headlines for the next day. Because if everything came out at once now, tomorrow there'd be no headlines because it's late news tomorrow then. So the embargo it's till 10:30 so they can print all the papers ready for the next day. That is I'm right. That is it, innit? That is the only reason.
That's right.
Like that is
otherwise
that is the only reason. Like that's it.
And when you wake up tomorrow morning, you go to the papers. You know what I mean? Log on to whatever newspaper of your choice. Boom! You got the quotes. You got
the new kind of.
Otherwise, you got nothing to read.
Yeah.
Baby, the 5 gifting now as well. What the hell? The press conference stream. Guys going mad for the press conference.
Babe going mad on a press conference. What are you doing, babe?
Love it. Thanks a lot, bro. Appreciate that. And good to see the dubs in the chat. Love to see it. There you go then. Not much to talk about. We'll have the preview come in. I don't know whether to do it tonight or tomorrow. I never know what.
It's always a weird one because of it's a late kickoff. It's a weird one, isn't it? What do we do? Because the other day, right? Me and LB, we did the preview the night before. Then on the day of the game, we're like, what do we do now?
I know.
Well, at 2:00 was like, there's still so much time before the game. Let's do a stream. But what do we do?
I know. We'll have to see what news breaks today. Maybe there's some transfer news or something. Obviously, I did the left back stream yesterday, which was cool. We could do something on like midfield. Jude Bellingham, maybe there's some news.
If there's anyone that people want us to talk about, kind of thing, any kind of transfer stream, then we could run with that for tonight and then do.
Yeah, bro. Did you see? I don't know if you've seen it, bro, but did you see? You got football, but did you see that Pep Guardiola give Jude Bellingham a City shirt?
What?
Oh, you're not seeing it, bro. You was at football when the news got leaked, so you probably missed it. Yeah. Do you know when City played Borussia Dortmund in October?
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola gave Jude Bellingham a signed City shirt.
No way. Aye, that's pretty big. That.
Sick, isn't it?
And you can Pep's playing mind games there. Telling you, Pep's he's planting the seed, isn't it? He's like, here you go, mate. Look at this signed City shirt. Yeah. That's sick. That's sick. That.
Sick, isn't it? We'll have to see what happens with that one. Remember, like I said to you on the last Jude Bellingham stream, man. It's soon in the coming weeks. News will start to be released on this.
Well, there's a rumor that he's going to make his decision on his future this month.
Yeah.
In this window, he's making a decision on his future. And I seen Zohib in the chat, obviously, for people who know Zohib in the chat, he always posts about transfer news and that. He was putting about this week, something like potentially this week is when he's going to announce his desire to leave Dortmund or not. I think one thing's for certain. I think he's leaving Dortmund.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's leaving Dortmund.
Ollie Mason, he's going to leave Dortmund.
He's going to leave Dortmund. Like,
because what's he going to do? He's got 2 years left on his contract. So Dortmund will say to him, you either leave now or you sign a new contract.
Sign a new deal. It's one or the other because they want the cash.
They're not going to let him go down to a year.
Yeah, they want the cash or need to move on. Like they want the cash or he needs to commit, basically.
Yeah,
he can't just sit there and then leave for free. I mean, technically, because of his contract, he can, but Dortmund would just sell him.
Yeah, factual. Yeah, that's right. Obey, yes, yes, for the 2 super chats. Congratulations, LB, on the channel. Don't forget about us. I won't, bro. That's why I'm still here. And Obeyed again says, Jude is coming. My rumours might be very strong.
Oh, Obey with inside information.
That's pretty mad. Nathan in the chat, by the way, says, LB, forget about Leao. You should watch Juventus and watch Chaser. Bro, you telling me about Chaser? Do you not understand?
Bro,
I want this guy in the club, man. I'll back him. But there is always that big question mark about that injury recovery. Is he going to be the same player? He had a horrific injury, out for a full season. Is he going to be the same? You know what I mean? You never know. Look at Van Dijk. He's never been the same since he got injured against Everton. He's never been the same. Sometimes these injuries ruin careers. So I think it would be... The good thing is with Chaser is that he's going to have the next 4 months to show us if he's available. You know what I mean? Like if he's still available. But that might not be enough time. Might need him more than that.
It's weird because he had such a good Euros and then obviously because he got injured, I feel like the whole hype dipped fast because of that injury. Like, had he had that Euros and then gone on to smash it, like in the next season, he won't be there now. He won't be at Juventus. He'd got signed for like 80 mil from someone. Maybe us.
Yeah.
Like, because you got to ride the hype in it, and he was in and about it. Rick Irving says Chaser's cooking this season.
Is it? I mean,
is he actually cooking?
I looked at the transfer market and he'd hardly played any games. Is that factual? Let me have a look at his stats. Federico Chaser. He played 5 games this season.
He's played 5 games. Rick's like this. He's got his eyes closed, bro, saying that Chaser's cooking. Rick's chatting. Rick's chatting here. He's like, Rick's making it up as he goes along.
Rick's been caught in 4K, guys. He's played 5 games.
He's played 5 games. He's played 5 games and he's got like what, 2 assists.
He's played 122 minutes.
Rick's lying. Rick's out here just like giving it the big one. Rick, hold the L, Rick. You gotta hold the L, man. He's cooking this season. Yeah, he's cooking. He's left back in the kitchen, lad. He's done nothing. What a waffling merchant, Jonah says. I love how Rick 338 says Rick's playing FIFA.
I need Rick to respond now.
Yeah, he's not because he can't. Yeah, he's not holding it. There you go, Rick. There, he cooked those 5 games.
You made us laugh, bro. Obey with another 2 super chat says Madrid have so many midfielders. Where will he play? I don't think he's going Madrid, bro. I think he goes Madrid. I think he comes Premier League. I think he goes.
Yeah, I reckon he goes Prem.
I think he goes City or Liverpool, but with the amount of money that Chelsea is splashing, I wouldn't be surprised if he went there, but I just don't see him going there because anyone with half a brain will look at that and go, I'm not going to that club right now.
Yeah.
The way that they're acting. So I think he goes City or Liverpool.
The only thing about Madrid is obviously Toni Kroos has announced, is that right? Toni Kroos retiring at the end of the season? Or have I made that up? Did I dream this?
I think I'm not seeing that, but he is getting on a little bit, so it might be right, but I'm not seeing that he's retiring. Is he retiring? Surely he's not retiring.
I might have made that up.
He's out of contract at the end of the season.
Oh wait, no, he is.
What? He's retiring?
Wait, wait. So Sheev says it's true. Yeah, he is. He's retiring.
He's only just turned 33 this month. Surely he's not retiring. Surely he's not retiring at 33 years old. What? Well, does he not know? Does he not got an agent? Why is no one telling him? Have you not heard about the MLS or the Middle East?
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, it might have been.
He said in an
interview. No. So he's... No, yeah. So basically, he is retired. Man's baited it hard, man. He's retiring, but he's retiring at Real Madrid. That's like me saying, I'm retiring at City Extra, but that doesn't mean I'm going to retire this year or next year or the year after or the year after or the year after. Do you know what I mean? Like, so he's saying that he's going to retire at Real Madrid, but that doesn't mean that he's going to retire right now. He's just retiring at Real Madrid.
Modric has been linked with Al Nassr, hasn't he?
Who was?
Modric.
Oh.
Luka Modric has been linked with the Ronaldo club. But Luka Modric needs to leave Real Madrid, man. He's 37, isn't it? No, he's not. He's going to be 38. He's 37. Oh, no, that's wrong. No, he's 37. He's 37 years old.
That's pretty mad.
So he's out of contract at the end of the summer. Ain't no way Real Madrid are going to give a contract to someone who would be 38 next season. Well, his birthday's in September, so he'd be basically 38.
Do you know Al Nassr? Al Nassr have a couple of players that I actually know. Do you remember David Ospina?
Oh yeah, Arsenal.
Yeah, he's at Al Nassr, him.
Yeah.
And so's Anderson Talisca. They're both at Al Nassr. I remember seeing it the other day thinking, I know these players. Like, I didn't know they was at Al Nassr. Like, crazy how they're moving mad now. Have you seen the new chant that they've got? The Sue chant. It's like they've made like, do you know when everyone just goes like, and they go, ooh, and clap, but instead they all go, Sue. It's dead weird.
Fair news. Yeah, but there you go. Babe says, lads, I want your honest opinion. Which winger are we getting? I'm feeling it's going to be Borges. That's what I'm hearing.
Nah, I think Borges has done me. I don't think he's got a career at City.
Yeah,
which is grim because he looks sick. Yeah. And it also...
I just think Borges would have had minutes by now.
How old is Borges, bro? 18?
Yeah, 18, yeah.
The thing is, he's 18 years old and looks ready-made. He looks kind of like he's built. Do you know what I mean? He looks ready for it.
He's ready to go.
But... It's grim. I just generally don't.
He's 18.
I just don't think it's. I don't think it's him. I love it to be, but I don't.
You're in 19 in March as well. So and the thing is, right? He'll have at the end of this season, he'll have 1 year left on his contract. So for him, he's surely going to go. I'm not signing another contract with you unless I get guaranteed minutes, or unless there's a get out clause or something. Because why would he? So I think he could be gone in the summer. Unfortunately,
he'll go Dortmund. Something like that.
But still get good cash out of him. You should get at least 10 mil for him because he's a cracking player and that's sort of the market rate. Jared says, I just watched the Ferland Mendy video. Forget that guy. It's Ram's season. Well, Ram was discussed in the video, though. Ram was discussed. Ram's a good player.
He looked good as well. Like for the bit part that Germany played in the World Cup, he did look decent.
The left back debate amongst City fans is very, very, very interesting because literally everyone has a different opinion on it. Some people don't even think we should sign a left back. Some people think we're fine. Some people think we should get Ram. Some people think we should get Gavardio. Some people think we should get Alphonso Davies, Dale Hernandez. Like literally, I ignore it. Like literally, I've never seen a position like when you go to wingers, everyone's just like, yeah, let's just get Leao in it. Like most people, like the majority of fans just go,
it's like an easy out, isn't it? Just to go, yeah, Leao, fuck it, Leao's there kind of thing, like.
Yeah. But you don't, with the left back, it's a madness. Dave Rocket with a 5 says Chaser played 122 minutes this season and has more assists than Grealish. Come on. That's a low blow. But is it factual?
He's got 2 assists. So hasn't Grealish got 3? Grealish
try to get them low blows in there, man. Don't get them low blows in there when you're giving misinformation out, Dave.
yeah. Dave's giving out misinformation here. So, yeah, that's what it is. Sorry, by the way, if it lagged there, then allow it. OBS reconnected and connected. Kyrie says, bro, sniffling my headphones going to make me click off. Sorry, mate, I just sneezed. Don't shoot the messenger. The prodigal fraudson, bro, with a 40, says, LB, let us choose the channel name by Super Chats.
Yeah, we'll probably get banned straight away.
Yeah, no, that'd be in the bin instantly.
Especially if it was Sai.
If it was Sai, it'd be done. It'd be done for instantly. Baby the 25, Borges is not playing this season because we are stacked. Next year, Pep will convince him.
There's been opportunities. You don't remember the Seville game, but it was a dead game. Could have played in that. Like, I just think he's not even been on the bench. Like, he would have been on the bench. I think he's gone, man. I hope to be wrong, but I can only tell you what I believe.
I agree with you, bro. I think a lot of Siphons will agree with you. I think it's a shame, and I'm gutted about it.
It's a massive shame because he's exactly what I want. He's just a left-footed. I want that on the right.
Yeah, you need him to regen, bro, but on the right hand side, isn't it?
Strudislow. Oh,
but his name is Strudels, I think. Strudislow, you need to confirm.
but yeah, Brass fell off.
Wait, so what has happened with Braff? Is something
Braff left Manchester City to go to Borussia Dortmund. He was playing for their reserve team.
For Dortmund?
Yeah, he went to Dortmund. Went to their second team, but he don't play. He's not in their first team. Do you know Barcelona B?
Barcelona B,
yeah, he's in Dortmund B. Fell off. Ain't working out, and now he's going to some team, man. I can't remember what the team is going to, but it ain't like. It's not
so sometimes when they don't make it to the first team, it's not because we're just ignoring the club aren't just ignoring the fact that they are good. Is that sometimes it's not built like. And I think with Braff, there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding his future anyway, because when there was loads of mad rumours about him and his attitude kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. I think he was a little bit overhyped anyway. I think he was a bit overhyped. He was a good player. Don't get me wrong, he was a good player, but I do think he was overhyped. He's nowhere near Borges level or Sancho level. He was nowhere near them levels. But he was very good. He was a good player, don't get me wrong. But he was overhyped. What was good about him is because he was direct. He did get a lot of goals, and he was decent to watch in that sense. When you watch a lot of wingers these days, they're very slow in it. He was just I'm just gonna fucking run at these guys, you know what I mean? Smack it. But I think you need a bit more.
Yeah. Mdopa says Mdopa to 5. Do y'all think City would bring back Aguero for him to retire with City? A proper send-off in the Etihad, especially since he's coming back?
Are you saying Dopa as a proper football player? He's a player for Manchester City, or just what?
Or just a chiller?
He's going to get, what's it called? Surely he's going to get a testimonial on that. Because we need to do a testimonial for David Silva, and Vinny Company needs another one, because this was a farce. I mean, so he needs another one. You need David Silva, get Vinny. I mean, maybe we should just bring back the class of 2012.
We've got a backlog, haven't we, of testimonials.
That's what I'm saying. Just do one game, innit? Just do one, we should do against QPR. How sick would that be?
Oh, imagine a testimonial versus QPR with our class of 2012 kind of thing. That would be sick.
That would be mad. That would be so sick, man. Class of 2012, get all the lads back. Tevez, bring him on. Barton, you know what I mean? He can kick off at people again. It'd be sick. Obviously, you can raise bare money for charity as well.
Thing as well, you could get Shawnee right back, but he'd be playing for QPR, not us. Do you know what I mean? You could do loads. That'd be so sick, that.
It'd be mega, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be so sick. You know what it is? It's too sick. It's too sick. City won't do it because of how good it is. It's such a good idea, City won't do it.
Obey with a 5 gifted. Yes, brave with a 5. And then it says this. Yes, it's not gone. He won't be gone because we need to rotate our existing team. He loves the club, and I feel he might be available on a buyback. I guess talking about Borges. I do think if City's selling, they will try and get a buyback.
They'll try and put something in because he is sick.
Yeah, but we'll have to see what happens. And Aguero was cleared to play again. I've seen this.
Wait, so he's full actual cleared to play?
He's allowed to play again, yeah.
So they've checked his heart and everything like that and gone, yeah, you sound. How old is Aguero now? 34?
Yeah, must be, yeah.
I'll be 34 now, isn't he? Yeah, he's 34 now.
Yeah. So
who's he going to play for, though?
I don't know, man. I don't think he'll go to a sick team. He'll just be...
a chiller?
Yeah, he'll be a chiller, man. He'll be a chiller. You know what he should do? He should go to, some League 2 team or some non-league team and just tear it up, man. And just tear it up and get them, promoted. That'd be sick, that, wouldn't it?
That would be sick. Al Nasser.
Yeah, that would be a good one. That would be a good one.
There's another team, an Ecuadorian side called Barcelona SC, and apparently is going to make a one-off return to action this month for them.
Interesting.
That is as if Aguero is going to be playing football again. That is actually, but it is at this moment in time. He's only making a return, a one-off friendly appearance. It's just for a friendly game. That at this moment in time, that is all he's doing. I get he's been cleared to play in that, but I wouldn't be risking it, mate. I'd swerve.
He's 34. What's the point in risking it?
What's the point, isn't it? Like, swerving it, just stick to Twitch.
I want Aguero back. I'll pay the world for him. I mean, a lot of people want to see Aguero back. I do think City should look into some sort of class of 2012. Maybe because there's still quite a lot of them playing. Joe Hart's still playing, of course. He's still playing. Kolarov, did he retire in the summer, Kolarov? Or is he still going?
No, Kolarov retired.
He retired
I'm pretty sure he didn't he go to Inter Milan?
Yeah.
Then retired. Because he was at Roma for ages, wasn't he? And then...
who else you got? You got Aguero, who's obviously retired. Tevez, who's retired. David Silva's still playing, so he needs to... Yaya's retired.
Isn't Tevez a manager now?
Yeah, Tevez is a manager, yeah. Dzeko's still playing.
I can't think of Tevez being a manager. That's the weirdest situation.
You probably need to wait a couple more years because you still got quite a few players playing. You know what I mean? I think once they all retire and that, then you can get on it and make it happen. That would be sick.
Saul says Gail Clichy is still playing as well.
I mean, but Gail Clichy was a top pro. That's why James Milner's still playing. Would James Milner be in that?
He is.
Would James Milner be there?
Oh yeah, would he get invited? Would Yaya Toure get invited or what?
Yeah, of course you would. Everyone would get invited. You know what I mean? Like Pep have got nothing to do with it, really. Do you know what I mean? Bring that. Yeah. I'd want Mancini there as well.
I'd want Mancini.
Mancini's not there. I won't fucking watch it.
I'd want Mancini as like the manager.
So there you go. So if you're watching this and going, this is a sick idea. If Mancini's not invited, I will not be watching it because that's pure disrespectful.
Balotelli could get his second assist in that friendly game, innit? Isn't it mad how he got one assist and it was that goal?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
He assisted the most important goal in our history. That's mad. It is mad. He's still playing as well, Balotelli.
Is he still going?
To be fair, he's only 32, Balotelli.
Imagine what he could have been, bro.
If he had the right attitude, he'd have been up there.
He had it all, didn't he?
Yeah, he plays in the Swiss Super League for Sion.
To be fair, you do have to say he did have a very. You look at his childhood and his upbringing, the racism that he faced in his own fucking country.
You know what's bad though? When he went back to that team, because he went back to his boyhood club, didn't he? And then faced racism again.
Yeah.
Like, it's grim, man.
He's not had an easy upbringing, you know what I mean? It's not like he had everything his own way and then he just randomly turned back, he lost it a little bit. Like, his upbringing stunk, man.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Baby the 5, give the memberships again. Yes, Baby. Give it another 5 memberships. Love to see it.
What's going on, man?
And he says with a 10 here, you guys are talking my faves, yeah. It is mad thinking about all these players and thinking
it would be class.
It would be so good.
I'd love to do like a watch along for it, man.
Same.
That'd be sick, wouldn't it?
It would be sick just to have it. Oh yeah, Morales says Nasri retired last year as well. Baller would have cooked under Pep. Yeah, I agree with that.
He was in the game the other day, wasn't he? He
did an interview. Was it with Grealish? Oh no, Mahrez.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and then Ian Cheeseman got him on and spoke to him. So
yeah. Oh yeah, he's in Cheese's vlog, wasn't he? Which is mad. Yeah, mad about Nasri. The weirdest thing about Nasri is that Pep wanted to keep him, didn't he? But Nasri said, "Nah, I'm getting off."
Well, yeah, that was what was reported.
So that's bad. Pep was like, "Yeah, I want to keep you. I think you'll cook." And then Nasri was like, "Nah, mate."
Nasri would have absolutely slammed it at City as well under Pep.
Yeah, prime Nasri under Pep would have been unreal. But he would have fit so much. Pep would have loved him, bro. He'd have been playing every single game.
Yeah, nah, for real. Well, there you go. Press conference stream / completely random stuff.
Talking absolute shit about football things.
I know. Stay tuned. We'll have the preview coming. Again, we've not decided whether it's going to be tonight or tomorrow.
I guess it depends on the news, doesn't it?
Get some input from you guys on that as well. But if it's not tonight, we will do a stream tonight and talk about midfield or do some sort of transfer or something like that. Yes, Snoopy. But yeah, there you go. Tomorrow, big game, quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Let's go and do it. Let's go into that semi-final. Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. We'll be back tonight. See you in the next one, man. See you in a bit.